Have you ever wondered how a universe with billions of stars, worlds, and galaxies could all connect to one single source? And what if it's a loving and infinite being behind it all? Well, welcome to today's episode, episode 2. I'm Alan from the Grove Cat, and we're diving into the Urantia Book to explore its idea of God. So, they call it the Universal Father. So, and also we'll be talking about the Divine Trinity that's into it. So let's get started. Now picture this: a universe so big that it's even hard for us to imagine, with countless planets, stars stretching out forever. Now imagine one ultimate source holding it all together. A source that's not just powerful, but it's personal. Like a loving parent, for example. In the Urantia Book, this source is called the Universal Father. Today we're going to learn who this Universal Father is and how a special group called the Paradise Trinity, how it works. And also what make God so unique. So by the end, you'll have a fresh way to think about God and the universe. So who is this Universal Father? Well, according to Urantia Book, in chapter 1, God is the infinite source of everything. Every star, every planet, every person. But here's a cool part. God isn't just some faraway force. He's actually personal. Like a parent who loves and cares for you. So it's not like the some religions see it as a almost a negative power there that is very aggressive and all that, but not in Urantia Book anyway. They really talk about a loving parent that cares for you, actually cares for you. So think of it as the ultimate creator, who made everything and still knows you by name. So that's kind of interesting to see. Knows you by name because he actually created you too, right? So just keep that in mind right there. So the idea says that God is infinite, meaning it has no limits. So no beginning, no end, no boundaries. So he's everywhere, all the time. And he's the reason everything exists at all. So imagine a giant, endless energy of love and goodness that started it all. Well, that's the Universal Father. Now let's talk about something called the Paradise Trinity. Well, this is the big idea in the Urantia Book, the Trinity, that is. So this Trinity is like a perfect team of three divine beings: the Universal Father, the Eternal Son, and the Infinite Spirit. So that will certainly ring a bell with a lot of people there. Together they work to create and keep the universe running smoothly. So the Universal Father is like the leader, the source of all love and purpose. The Eternal Son is like God expression, so sharing love and truth with the universe. And the Infinite Spirit is like the energy that makes everything happen. It's connecting all parts of creation. So think of the Trinity like a band, if you want, something along that line. Each member has its own role, but together they make the music of the universe. So this team makes sure that everything in the cosmos works in harmony. So, what's God like? The Urantia book says God has qualities that makes him special. So he's full of love, mercy, and goodness. One quote from the book says, God is love, but love is not God." So let that sink in. This means actually God is so much more than just love. He's also wise, powerful, and infinite. So God's mercy means he understands where we mess up and helps us grow. So his infinity means that he's bigger than anything we can imagine. So no matter where you are in the universe, God's love is there for you. It's like a friend who always has your back. This idea of a supreme loving God might sound familiar, especially if you heard of other spiritual teaching, like for example in the philosophy called Advaita Vedanta. Woo, sorry about that. And it's in India, where they have a concept called Brahman. So this is a supreme consciousness that's the source of everything. Or, for example, in theosophy, there's something called the monad, and it's kind of a spark of divine energy in all of us. So the Urantia book connects these ideas by saying the Universal Father is the ultimate consciousness, personal and infinite, who loves every single being in the universe. Okay, now we've covered quite a bit today. It's big. It's pretty dense, like I said, as far as knowledge that you can get from this. So, in this episode here, we've learned about what's in the Urantia book, that God is the Universal Father, a personal, infinite source of love who created everything, the Paradise Trinity, the Father, Son, and Spirit, that work together to keep the universe humming, and God's quality, like love and mercy, makes him someone we can connect with no matter where we are. So, now that's the teacher in me that's getting out here. So there's a question here to think about. So what does it mean to you to connect with a personal God in a universe that's so big and infinite? Take a moment to reflect on that. So next time in episode 3, we'll zoom out a little bit and we'll explore the cosmic structure of the universe and how all these worlds and galaxies actually fit together. So you don't want to miss it. Be sure to click like, subscribe, and share the bell also to get notified for the next episode when it will come up. So take care, everybody, and see you next time.